Statement of the problem. The statement of the problem is an essential part of a research proposal or research paper. It is a concise description of the research issue or problem that the study aims to address. The statement of the problem is typically presented at the beginning of a research proposal or research paper, and it serves to introduce the topic, provide background information, and explain the significance of the study. A well-written statement of the problem should be clear, specific, and focused. It should define the problem in a way that is easy to understand and provide a rationale for why the research is important. The statement of the problem should also highlight the gaps in knowledge or understanding that the study aims to fill, and it should explain how the research will contribute to the field. Overall, the statement of the problem sets the stage for the entire research project and helps the reader to understand the purpose and significance of the study. One of the unholy joys one feels as Pakistani researcher is the realization that what fertile land Pakistan is for research. There are unlimited number of problems waiting at every step for the researchers to carry out the study. Yet when one talks to graduate students, they seem to be at a loss as to what should be the topic of their research. The reason perhaps is lack of insight in the research process itself. There are many misunderstandings about the research activity itself which confuse the researcher. They commonly say, research is nothing more than gathering the facts already known. Research can be done on anything and everything. Research should be undertaken on entirely new areas about which no one knows anything at all, etc. These are all misleading statements and show lack of insight into scientific inquiry. This is one of the reasons that many of the social sciences have not carried out scientific research in many of its important problem areas due to the complexity and non-measurability of the problem situation. Research proposal, whether designed for dissertation purposes for a degree requirement or for an external funding agency, may be considered as response to a problem. Because that is what research really is. Despite this obvious and integral link between the statement of problem and the reasons put forward for carrying it out, it is not easy to conceive the problem clearly and scientifically. There is a strong feeling amongst the professors who evaluate research proposals that the most frequent deficiency noted by them is the lack of a clear problem statement to define and guide the inquiry. And the most frequent complaint of the graduate students and their seemingly never-ending search for a problem significant enough to pursue and discrete enough to handle the efforts of the writers is to demystify the process of generating problem statements which will be adequate to define, guide, and conduct systematic inquiry. One of the key functions of the statement of the problem is to provide a context for the research. This can involve providing background information on the topic or explaining the historical, social, or political factors that have led to the problem being studied. By doing so, the statement of the problem helps to establish the relevance of the research and provides a framework for understanding the research question and objectives. Another important aspect of the statement of the problem is to establish the scope and limitations of the research. This involves defining the boundaries of the research and explaining any constraints or assumptions that may affect the study's findings. By doing so, the statement of the problem helps to ensure that the research is feasible and achievable within the available resources and time frame. Overall, the statement of the problem plays a critical role in the research process. It sets the stage for the entire research project and helps to guide the development of research questions, objectives, and hypotheses. By providing a clear and concise description of the research issue, the statement of the problem helps to ensure that the research is focused, relevant, and impactful.